Ed here with the Digital Digest, and today I wanted to share a quick unboxing and first look at yet another portable monitor. This was sent over by the manufacturer for review purposes. It retails for a little under $200 US. It is a 15.6-inch panel, IPS, essentially via a Type-C connection, can extend your desktop, as you can see, smartphone, laptop, you can game on it. And one of the things that I thought was appealing about this is that it does have its own kickstand built in, 90% screen to body ratio. But if you think I can pronounce the company name, I can't. So I don't know if that's Elecife or Elecife or I don't know, but it's linked to better life is basically the point. And I did have to remove the plastic because, believe it or not, this was shipped in this package, which is crazy. So let's hope it's not broken. I haven't actually taken it out. You can see it's a little bit beaten up. Micro USB cables included. You have USB Type-C ports, both for power supply as well as, of course, carrying your signal, a mini HDMI interface, a power and return button, dial wheel, and a 3.5mm audio jack. In addition to that, it does have speakers, I believe. This is not a touchscreen to my knowledge. Let's get this out of the box and see what it looks like. So it reminds me a lot of the ThinkVision monitor that Lenovo sent for review. But of course, this is very different in that no touchscreen. I do not know if it's high gloss or not. We'll know in a second. You can already see we've got a carry case, which is nice that they include that, basically a laptop sleeve. So that's pretty cool with their branding. So I think that is a smart move on their behalf. And let's get to the monitor itself. And these portable monitors are becoming increasingly popular. Nothing else in the box, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that. I thought for sure they'd include some cables. Maybe they're inside the carry case, unless I'm going nuts. I could have sworn that well, no, specification. Doesn't look like there is anything included in here. So that looks like it is it. So let's just take a look at what we've got here. Feels like sturdy construction to me, very solid, very thin, incredibly thin. That is something I noticed immediately. And that hinge, as I've mentioned, is going to give you 90 degrees of flexibility. And that's what really reminds me of the ThinkVision that I've been reviewing. So there we have the monitor itself. Doesn't look like anything got cracked, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm just going to lift this corner to see. Looks like it's okay, but obviously I'm going to have to actually see if it's okay through use. But going around it really, really thin, and they're not joking about that 90% screen to body ratio. But this is what is the cool part, in my opinion, of this panel, which is that it has its own hinge to adjust its positioning. And so basically it looks like that's a power button. That is the toggle for going through the menus. Probably a menu button, actually. Nothing's labeled. That looks like a headphone jack. And then on the other side, we have all of the real I/O that you have to be concerned about. So what we have right here, two Type-C ports, HDMI, and then what looks like a micro HDMI. And that, I think, covers what I said came in the packaging. So again, I like the form factor. I like that it has its own stand system that's fairly sturdy. Curious that they opted not to include anything, but I'm going to double check. I'm going to open up the sleeve because it's interesting that they gave us a way to carry it, but nothing for connectivity. That's not something you usually see with these portable monitors. I mean, God knows I've covered a ton of them, and generally they give you some cables, and yes, they do. So I'm glad I decided to jump in. I found it hard to believe. We got some paperwork. So they should have everything here that you need. And this is actually shaping up to be a pretty nice little package. Now, at the time of this unboxing, I did not see it available on Amazon, so I'm not sure if they just ran out of inventory. But so here we have our one of the HDMI cables they're including. And look, these things are really versatile. So whether you're talking about, as I mentioned, hooking it up to a console, your PC, your smartphone, that's where you're going to want to figure out whether or not you need something that's touchscreen. In this case, it is not, at least to my knowledge. If I discover that it is, you know I'll report it. And then last but not least, we have just a Type-C cable. So Type-C to Type-C, Type-C to Type-A, and HDMI. And that really covers everything you're going to need for this. And I really like the base. I mean, it's going to give you the flexibility to work how you want to. A little bit of wobble, but you know, once it's steady and you're working, no big deal. And this does also accommodate the ability, I believe, to go into portrait, so you're not stuck in landscape. I'm not sure if it does that automatically. That's something I will find out, but there you have it. Again, the Elecife or Elecife, I mean, I don't know, but there you have it. 15.6 inch full HD, its own hinge that gives you 90 degrees of tilt. Build quality seems fairly good. I was just looking to see if I saw what might have been some form of damage, but it looks clean, even though it definitely was roughed up. I like the included sleeve. I mean, it's legitimately a 15-inch laptop carry case. And then they do give you the cables that you would expect, which is, you know, where things are at these days. I expect them to provide you with what you need when you purchase one of these, but they're just becoming more and more affordable. This even has an additional pouch here, zippered compartment. So there you have it. Again, yet another portable monitor that I will be reporting to all of you whether or not it's worth picking up. But I definitely like the design and the concept. Any questions or comments, please feel free to post them. Hit that like button. And as usual, please feel free to subscribe and please stay safe. Later.